gonna go out today, get some interviews on what people think about the whole system. So is this your first time using the bike?
No, I've been using it now for the last 3 days.
Okay, and what has your experience been with them?
It's tremendous. It really works very, very well.
Do you think that this is more of a Parisian lifestyle choice to bring in the bikes, or because of the environment, global warming?
It's both from global warming, environment, dependence of oil. We don't want to depend from oil and nuclear.
They need to clean up the air in Paris. There's been smog issues in Paris for many years. So it is a very good thing. The less cars you see in the streets, the better it is.
And Mayor Delanoë has very much pro-bike and pro-walking. He's, I don't know if you know, he's enlarged a lot of the sidewalks. He's put in bike lanes all over the city.
They really reached the people. They said, look, use a bike. Don't use a car to go to work. So yeah, it's a good idea.
So after camping out at one of the stations for an hour, we got to interview a lot of interesting people. And the main thing that we were getting from them, that this is more for the environment and that they are very happy that the bikes came to Paris.
So the recycling and waste program has a really long history here in France. It was established back in 1853 by Napoleon III as a means to clean up the cities, first by removing manure off the streets and also spreading the water supply to towns and cities. So by 1870s there was an official waste management system that's still in place today, 150 years later.
In 2005, it was noted that 77% of 27,000 metric tons of waste was recycled here in Paris, and that spans over 1 million people.
This is state of emergency.
It is 9:37 and we are busting the recycling myth in Paris, so that'll be exciting.
We're out in search to talk to some people today about Paris's recycling patterns, whether it's lifestyle or they're really working to better the environment. Alright, so on our adventure this morning, we stopped to notice in the park the recycling bins that they have out along the trash, so it looks like there's some conservation going on. So it's now 10:25 and we've yet to talk to anybody about recycling. Looks like nobody's interested today, and we're still in search for a big green recycle bin.
We finally spotted the recycling container. We finally found the recycling bin and we're gonna wait here and drink some cafe like the Parisians and watch it. Okay, so we found another recycle bin a couple of blocks away from the last one. We're gonna sit here and watch it, see what happens if we get any recycling action. So today we finished up day one and we figured out that recycling bins are readily accessible, and now we just have to keep working and checking it out.
Our next adventure will be going out on the streets to interview people and asking them whether or not they use the recycling accessibility and why.
So we made progress on recycling, but we still had to finish up bikes.
We have found out that there has been a trial for this new bike system in the southeastern city of Lyon, where the public and city administrators hail it as a success.
But will it be a success in Paris? First indications are positive. Before the bike stations even opened in July this year, there was 13,000 Parisians that had bought their year-long subscriptions online already. First results have become very positive from the Parisians.
Much of the worry comes from the maintenance of these bikes. By the end of the year, they say they're going to have 20,000 bikes, and it's going to be hard to keep all these in shape, and they worry about the vandalism and graffiti and people stealing the bikes. So we're going to try and interview some people and see what they think the problems of these bikes will be, and whether this will be a success.
You don't think people abuse the bikes and...
Well, of course you think about that, but I'm sure they've planned for it. They seem to have planned for everything.
They try to find out the quacks about the bike, vandalism, the newspaper. They try to find all the little problems with it, and actually there were barely none.
It's very cutting edge, and it puts a lot of faith in the Parisians to use it well and to not abuse them. But I think that it seems to be working so far.
So far, it's been a successful program. They've rented over 500,000 bikes over a period of, I think, a week. So it is successful.
I think it's wonderful, and I see a lot of people using it, and every time I see one, I want to clap.
French people in general, I don't know if they recycle. It depends on the places where they work, if it's organized to recycle or not. It helps if there is separation to recycle.
Is it easy to recycle here?
Yes, it's easy because there are many sorts of poubelles. What is poubelle?
Oh, the bins? The bins.
No, I don't think about specifically the warming, the global warming. But if the media plays a big role about it and put the point that recycle can help in a positive way for the global warming problem, I think the people will recycle more and give attention to recycle.
Do you think that that's going to help with global warming at all?
Maybe if everybody start to recycle.
I think that France in general, she wants to help.
Paris is cleaner than 10 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Just since the Recycling Act has been going on? Great.
So today we did some interviews and asked people about recycling and whether or not they're involved with the recycling program, and we kind of got a lot of just casual responses, nothing too exciting. So I think we're going to have to decide that it's not really strongly incorporated into people's lifestyle.
But by making observations here in the park and around the city with the big green barrels, it does appear that Paris is making a conscientious effort to encourage people to better the environment and recycle, but the trend hasn't quite picked up.
Alright guys, we've gone out and interviewed people and we've done some research on our 3 myths. And how about we just give a little overview and then maybe we'll be able to bust to confirm the bike myth. Alright, so what about the metro?
What we found in the metro is we ended up busting our myth that the people take the metro to reduce their CO2 emissions. But we did find that they were really aware that public transportation reduces people's CO2 emissions, and they were really happy about that, but at the same time it was not their main motive to take the public transportation.
Yeah, people gotta get where they want to go. It's the best way. Alright, recycling?
For the recycling myth, we decided to bust it. Paris does provide a lot for the people, the ability to recycle. They give them the resources, but it hasn't quite caught on yet. Not everyone is incorporating recycling into their daily life in Paris.
Alright. And the bikes, what do we find?
Well, from the majority of the interviews that we got, I found that a lot of people were very excited about the new bike program and that they were very environmentally aware.
Yeah.
And I think we can definitely confirm the myth that people use the new bike system to reduce their own CO2 emissions.
Yeah, I would totally agree. So, we are confirming the bike myth. Well, our work is done, and that's Mythbusters Tour de France.